My name's Thom Hunt. Fishing is my passion.
Yeah.
Since I was a kid.
I'm just a bit of a slave to it. Have been for years.
Normally, I control my environment for an easier life.
Come on.
But now, I want to leave the comfort zone behind.
The next 5 minutes is going to be critical.
I'm challenging different species.
Oh, it feels decent too.
In places and against the clock. I want to genuinely test my angling skills.
Oh, baby.
On my journey, I'll fish where I really shouldn't.
Oh.
Where the conditions are against me, chances of hooking anything are slim.
We must have zero.
I've simply got to work hard.
Feels like I'm pulling a whale up.
I can beg a little assistance from experts with local knowledge.
Down on the net, Bill.
But that's all the help I'll get.
Yeah, hit it. Yep.
This is my mission alone, and I must push myself.
Normally like catching them one at a time. Ah, yes!
If I'm going to succeed.
Oh! I've never seen a bream this big before. The trap is set. Yeah! Oh, that hurts. It hurts so much.
Where am I heading this time? Γκραν Κανάρια is an angler's paradise, and it's my next destination.
Woo! That's a bit steeper than I thought it was going to be. Oh, wow. That is some view. Well, this is part of the Canary Islands, which is 150 kilometres off the west coast of Africa.
This is the second biggest island in the Canaries. It's about 50 kilometres across. Its position in the Atlantic makes it warm for large parts of the year, and half the island is a protected national park. It's even got its own microclimate.
Now this means in the winter, coldest is about 20 degrees. In the summer, it's about 25, so pretty consistent all year round. They're also volcanic islands. Now that means two things. One, for a small island, they've got some pretty high mountain ranges. And the other really interesting thing is, just off the coast, very deep water.
This island has the image of a party destination, but away from the busy ports and beaches, it quickly becomes a sleepy, restful place.
So there's a reason that I'm shunning the beaches and the nightlife. Well, actually, the most beautiful carp in the whole world, and they're in a specific lake up in the mountains. Second thing I want to catch, freshwater black bass. And the third thing, there's a species of snake. It's an invasive species that's come from California, but I'm desperate to see one. Anyway, these carp, there's actually no guarantee I'm going to catch one. They are awesome. Now this is Keith Gladden, and I've enlisted his help for this trip. He was an angling guide here for over a decade before moving to setting up one of Europe's top carp venues. Now, back here for nearly 5 years, and I've tempted him, and he's come a long way, so I don't want to keep him waiting any longer.
He's no stranger to buzzing nightlife, so perhaps that's why he's offered to meet me in a bar a few kilometres inland.
You?
Good travel up? Yeah, good, thank you.
Yeah, great.
Nice to meet you.
Great to
Come on
meet
up, I'll
you.
give you a drink. Come on. Woo.
There's any carp and bass?
Only carp and bass up here.
Right.
I've given myself 5 days on the island, and Keith confirms that the Shearer mountain lake is ideal for the species I'm after. But there's more.
Also, what we have up there is real good-sized turtles.
Do you?
Yeah. Now and again, you get them full lip hooked on a boilie.
Really?
And they really do proper hang on.
Really?
Really do. Yeah, this morning I've been waiting for you, so if you get your coffee down your neck,
yeah,
we can go and see what it's like for the first time in 5 years together.
Oh, okay,
Should be a magical feeling for me, you know?
The target is the mirror carp. It's found mainly in Europe and gets its name from the reflective scales that cover its body. Carp are an angler's favourite, and the mirror variety is considered rarer and more distinctive as a trophy. And they're big here. They can grow in excess of 60 pounds or 27 kilos, and the current world record is over 100 pounds. That's nearly 50 kilos. can't wait to get fish. I can't wait to see the lake as he hasn't clapped eyes on it for so long. It's going to be a great moment for both of us.
So, what do you think?
Looking good, mate.
For me, this is amazing. You know, like, I've spent so many hours, days and days and days of my life here. To come back after 5 years and see it, to share it with you, it feels extra special, you know?
Shearer Lake was created to protect water for locals and farming. It wasn't stocked with fish for sport, it was to reduce the mosquito larvae. But whatever the reason, the carp here have grown to a decent size. Now, when you're fishing for super rare carp, you need up-to-date intel, and Keith has brought in Nick, who is also a local guide. Between the two of them, we should get the best spot to land a big fish.
Hello, Nick.
How are you
How
doing?
are you going?
Nice to meet you, Mr. Adam again.
Nice to see you, Nick.
Oh.
Looking
Hello,
well?
mate, Tom.
Tom, nice to meet you. Nice to meet
Well, it's looking
Mate,
good, isn't it?
Beautiful today. It's an incredible landscape as well.
you. You
Really
really
beautiful.
do feel like you're in the middle of an old Western movie down
Yeah.
here. You really do.
Definitely.
Carp fishing is all about strategy, and I'm lucky to be in the hands of two very experienced anglers.
So you're an expert, used to live here for 10 years.
Yeah.
I haven't been here for 4. Yourself, how long have you been here now, Nick?
I've only been here 5 months, so I'm still quite wet behind the ears. I will be listening to Keith today, being the oracle of the lake.
But he's the ears and the eyes
Yeah.
of the lake, you know?
Well, I'm going to be honest. My PB is a scraper 20. Over the
What do you
moon.
mean scraper? Low 20?
Very low 20, yeah.
It is important, of course it is, and I'm going to need something that's known to work right here for this lake.
Right now, this is the rig the guys have recommended, and I'm a big fan. It's very, very simple. There's really only 2 or 3 components to it. Big, heavy lead. As soon as the carp comes along and gets this in its mouth, watch this. Lip of the carp. See that lead? It's going to point. You can see that right into my thumb. So that's the first step. Second step is you don't really want a heavy weight swinging around underneath the carp's chin as you're fighting it, because it can get caught up or it can loosen the hook hold. See this clip? That will pull off. And this weight, while I'm playing the carp, very, very easily, lead can come off and just fall onto the bottom of the lake. Right, now this is the business end. We've got half of a pop-up boilie, the yellow one, pineapple flavour, smells good, and then half of a sinking fish-flavoured boilie. Now the reason we pop up is because it's critically balanced. The yellow bait, the pop, and as I lower it down, just the weight of the hook is enough to sink it. So it's critically balanced. As soon as a carp comes in, if it opens its mouth to eat any of the baits in the surrounding area, it's going to go straight in.
Let's hope it works. We've got 3 rods in the water, each cast to a different part of the lake. So the question is, which one's going to go first?
Right, gentlemen, 10 years experience, but he hasn't been here for a while. Less experience, but you've been here solid on to make a call.
Old versus new.
Yeah, so... Yep.
So I cast it out, I make the rig, I put the bait on.
Happy with it?
£22 mirror.
£22 mirror, OK.
Boom, that's my
I'd be
gambit.
happy with that. Nick, go.
The left-hand rod, being I've done everything with that as well.
Yeah.
Little bay down to our left as well. And obviously, competitive type of guy.
Go on.
I've got to try, haven't I?
24. I'm clearly the newbie here. And I chucked the middle rod out, so I've got to go with that one. I'm going big. I'm going 40 pounds, straight off the button.
Amy Niall going home.
Best of luck. Best of luck.
Good luck.
Carp gods.
First bit of activity. Just a couple of little bleeps on the alarm. Now, when you get a you're gonna know about it. There's a little bit of activity which indicates that there might be a fish. In the area. It hasn't picked the bait up yet, but sometimes if they're swimming along, then it just gives you a small little indication and the alarm beeps just once or twice.
I think our 3 main rods resist peeling off and having a walkabout to see if I can scope out another spot.
The scale of things that they do out here are way beyond what I'm used to back at home. So normally I'd use a catapult, which has got a little pouch, probably about this sort of big, that you can fire bait out. It'll take you an hour to get that volume of bait in. I'm not kidding, look at this. So you have an ice scoop. He said that's probably got 10 catapult pouches worth in. So you just scoop it out and sling it into the lake. They're big carp, metabolism's really high, and they eat a lot of food. So you've got to like sling it in via the scoop. Good.
Now it's a waiting game. It's a waiting game.
I feel good because we're
Out there now this morning, so look, we know we've got fish around us.
Yeah.
The rod's positioned well.
right.
Another hour and I'm left. Then suddenly,
See that? Come on, we've got one. Come on, quickly.
we're off.
Come on.
But as I start to play the fish, I realise it's tangled the line from the other rod.
Is that your...
Picked up that lead, innit?
That must be your...
Where it run for so long.
Right, we've got to be super...
These fish are so strong, I've got a real battle on my hands here.
Bloody hell. I'm excited, but I'm out of breath. We've just... it's all been a bit quiet for an hour or so. We were just sat having a nice chat, weren't we? And then it went screaming off. He's caught the other rod, so we've just got to try and disconnect.
Hey, come on, carp.
Here we go. Oh, you can hear the line singing as well.
Yes, in the bag. Get in there.
Yes,
Right
my
now.
man.
Well, that's what we come for.
That's exactly.
You're one after
Mate,
man.
I did. You see it with your own eyes.
Colours are just stunning.
No wonder they've got such a good reputation.
Um,
Look at the bubbles on their mouth. I don't think I've ever seen anything colours on a common carp before.
Stunning. I think we should call this.
Not a scale out of place. Pristine.
This is a common. It's not the rarer mirror I was after, and I've even had one that's a shade from this before, but I've honestly never seen one as beautiful in so and with colours so vibrant. This is an absolute result.
That's it's £20 exactly, so we'll minus the... Right, me beauty. What we calling her?
Fingers.
You've brought me a little bit of luck. Go on then, off you go.
Well done, that man. Congratulations. We're winning.
Yes.
Now just get you out the drink.
Just for the record, the sling is £4, so the carp comes in at 16. That is a nice big fish. It's getting to the end of the day. Any more interest on the rods? Yes, I've had a decent sized fish.
See it just out here as well. There's like a wind line. If I was ocean fishing, I'd call that a tide line. And it's got 2 rods down here, and I don't know, I'm always just scanning. I think warm wind coming down in the bay, it just, something feels right about the position that we're at. So I don't think it's the wrong place. I think it's just a question of time. We've just got to